All right, so today I have with me Sema Erzouki, and I'm really, really excited to hear you share about your experience being in the Systems and Scale Mastermind. So tell us a little bit about what you do and what your business is.
So I run a Facebook ads agency. I specialize in working with people that are coaches, consultants, or course creators. So basically, if people have a course or a webinar, or they're just trying to build their email list, opt-in traffic, I run traffic for those kinds of people.
Yeah, and you're really good at it. We have another Facebook ads person in the group, and you guys always bounce ideas off of each other. And you guys are really good at what you do. So kudos to you because I hate the Power Editor.
Thank you.
So, why did you choose to work with me in the beginning? Why did you choose to join this group program?
I remember you posted something on your personal Facebook page that really, really intrigued me. And I was like, I want that in my life. So it was something like systems for personal life, systems like you were talking about everything you outsource or delegate or something like that. And I was like, wow, like I want that life right now. I'm doing everything on my own. I don't have a team. Like I have no one working with me, for me, like anything. And I was like, if I want to grow my business and not just be like a one-man team, I need that in my life.
Yes, yes. That I do remember that post. I think it was like back in January, and I procrastinated for 2 months on starting the group because I wanted to make sure it was like absolutely perfect. But yeah, what if anything made you hesitate before deciding to join and work with me?
So something that you had mentioned in that post was you were nervous about starting a group coaching program for systems because so many businesses are super different, and could you teach systems in a group coaching program and still have a really big impact? But it turns out that you can, and it's actually been super beneficial because like you said, Jaden's also in there and he runs a Facebook ads agency, and it's been cool bouncing ideas off of him and just learning from other people in the group and hearing their feedback.
Yeah, yeah. So it's definitely been way better than I ever expected it to be, and it's been so much fun seeing like everyone progress with their own systems, and we're all working on similar systems, but like different varieties depending on the person. So it's been a lot of fun. And so, was there something specific that you wanted to change in your business or in your life before we started working together and before you joined?
In my business, mainly I'm doing everything on my own right now. So it's like I'm working 24/7. I can't really take a day off because Facebook ads are always running 24/7. I have to be in there every day. And like the thought of not being able to really take a vacation and be away from the computer for a day is like terrifying. And like we start a business so that we can live this life of freedom. And I wasn't living a life of freedom at all. So I'm excited to finally be making moves on that.
Yeah, and you're traveling a lot and you're moving in with your boyfriend, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
having to be on the PC all the time throughout all of that. That would suck. So yeah, let's talk about the specific progress that you've made towards that change.
Um, so systems is definitely a long process, but it's been exciting to kind of taking everything that I've been doing and breaking down the strategy behind it. So one thing that's been kind of hard, but it's been easier because I have you helping out, is some of the things that I do, like it takes a lot more strategy than just to write like, okay, this is what you do next. So having you as a resource to kind of coach me on how to make it so that if someone were to come in and try and follow my process, they would understand it has been super, super helpful. And I'm finally close to having my fulfillment process completely mapped out, which means I can make my first hire,
Yes,
which is
yes.
the most exciting thing ever.
Yes, I'm really excited for you to hire somebody. And it's like you hear it a lot. We can hear a lot of entrepreneurs say that they can't outsource the creative process because it's so intuitive and it's so like their head. But we're getting it down on paper into a process, into a system, so that you're not required and that we are able to delegate it. So I'm excited to get to the delegation part. But of course, there's the work up front, and you've been doing amazing work. So
Yeah, and there's even the little things like automating, like the whole like sending the invoice process, and like then having the customers like forms get sent out to them and all of that stuff. So like little things that I didn't even know I could really do.
yeah, we're automating it and setting you up on a project management system. Yep. Yep. Yeah, Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you to finish your process map. Like we're all excited for you, and like I think people will hear this a lot. It's like the community is like really really fun to watch everyone setting up their systems, and you get new ideas from like what Jaden's working on or what someone else is working on. So it's really really cool. So actually, yeah, what do you enjoy most about being in the community and working with me?
Well, one, everyone in the group is awesome. I love all of those people so much. And just being able to bounce ideas off of each other is amazing. And even though some of us are in different businesses, it's like crazy how someone from the outside can just kind of see a hole that you might not see, or think of something from a different perspective that might be helpful. And then in terms of working with you, I like how you hold me super accountable, like you could tell in the beginning that I was taking more time than I probably should have been to do some stuff, and then told me to like post in the group stuff to hold me accountable for actually getting it done. And that's been super helpful on moving everything forward.
Yeah, I recognize it because I do it myself with perfectionism. It's like, this needs to be perfect before I work on it. So, and you were just telling me before that now you're just skipping over the parts that you're confused about, writing down a question for me and continuing. So I'm really, yes, like since then, you've been definitely doing a lot more work. And I'm really glad that I was able to support you on that. I was like, yep, I know that. I recognize it. Perfectionism at its finest. Let's do something.
Yeah, especially trying to build systems. Like you feel like everything has to be perfect. And something that you said that stood out to me when we got on our first call was, it's not like you just build systems and they're built. Like you have to test the systems. And I think you said like put pressure on the systems. And after that, like you're probably going to have to keep modifying and editing. And it's always a work in progress.
Yeah.
But even having something there is going to move us forward.
Yeah, and I was actually talking to somebody else in the group today who has already hired. And the good thing about that is once you've set up the systems and the processes and documented your process, and you've hired somebody and you've put the pressure on the process, and now it's time to update and tweak, you don't need to update it anymore because you're not even doing it anymore. That person is. And so maybe they'll find a better way to do it than you did, and they'll be able to update that process, and it just keeps growing from there. So yes,
that's awesome. And you get nervous that like someone won't be able to do it as good as you, but if someone's going through the process, like they're going to start to think like you and probably find holes that you didn't think of.
Yep. Awesome. So what would you say to others that are thinking about joining the group mastermind or working with me?
Don't think twice about it. It's honestly one of the best investments I've ever made in myself and in my business. Like I've learned so much in the past 4 months. And it's like I've bought in a bunch of courses and stuff like that, and no one really teaches you this kind of stuff. And this is what's important if you want to build like a sustainable business, a business that you can go on vacation for 2 weeks and come back and everything's still okay, and like a lot of people get so caught up. What?
That it's still there when you come back.
Exactly. A lot of people get caught up in, like I'm hustling, but like we're hustling on the wrong stuff sometimes, like it's all good to hustle, but work on your business instead of in your business. And you're showing me exactly how to do that. And I'm more excited than I've been in a while.
Nice. I love hearing that. That is so awesome. And you know what I'm really excited about, which you and Jaden are like, just like, I'm still waiting for Jaden's schedule, but doing in-person office hours. I'm so excited to meet you guys in person and get some systems work done. We're probably going to do it in a couple of months. So I can't wait to see where you're at when you come in person. We might be working on the next level of systems by that point, right?
I'm excited.
That's going to be so cool. We're going to watch back on this video and be like, look where you were. You were working on that. Now you're over here. These videos are going to be really awesome to look back on.
I'll have a team of 10 by then.
I know. Oh my God. I'm going to hold you to that if you say that.
I know you will. You have to be careful.
So what qualities do you think someone should have to be a good fit to join this mastermind?
I'd say you have to be patient for sure, because it's not something that like I said, it's not just you don't just make a system and it's all of a sudden like rainbows and butterflies. Like it's definitely rough, but the benefits are going to pay off for sure. Definitely, if you're going to join the mastermind, we want you to be funny, because everyone in the mastermind is super funny. We have a good crew.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and a hard worker too. You know, we all help hold each other accountable, and we're all moving forward together, which is really awesome.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh man, if some of the jokes that were said during our calls came out to the public, they'd think we're a bunch of weirdos. If you're a weirdo and you're really funny and you're ready to get some work done with systems, you can join.
But it keeps business fun, you know?
It does.
Like it's nice having it's like another family almost, you know, like a group of people that you can talk about business with and also joke around with. I
Yeah.
like surrounding myself with other entrepreneurs.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like systems are not like people don't have fun doing systems. You know, I have fun. I have fun. And I bore you guys to tears, but we have jokes in between.
It's necessary. Jokes in between the tears. Just kidding. I haven't cried yet.
I know. I've been waiting for someone to cry. And I'm like, okay, everyone's good so far. Sometimes I have to stop and ask, are you guys alive? Because you're really quiet right now.
There was that 1 3-hour call that we did once.
I was in Miami. I remember that. I was like, but that was what you guys really, really needed in that moment. And so for anyone that doesn't know, I'm building the calls and the content around the people in the mastermind. And so some calls are like an hour, some calls are 3 hours, right? So, but we dig deep into everyone's systems and I help customize them. Even though everyone's building systems, it looks completely different between all of the members. So yeah, so is there anything else you'd like to share?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head right now, but if anyone has any questions about Katya or my experience, feel free to hit me up and I'll tell you more awesome things about her.
About all the ways that I torture you with systems and SOPs and documents.
It's a good kind of torture though.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience. And for those of you watching, thank you for getting up until this point, and we'll talk to you soon.